Christopher Columbus. To some, he is the fearless navigator who crossed an uncharted ocean and changed the course of human history. To others, he was the harbinger of conquest, slavery, and devastation, a man whose voyages opened the door to centuries of exploitation and bloodshed. So was Columbus a visionary hero of discovery, or the ruthless colonizer who unleashed one of history's darkest chapters? If this video made you see things from a new angle, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Hero or Villain, and share this video. Thanks for watching. The setting, dreams of the ocean blue. Born in 1451 in Genoa, Italy, Columbus was the son of a wool weaver, but he dreamed of the sea. By his 20s, he was already an experienced sailor, trading across the Mediterranean and venturing into the Atlantic. Obsessed with reaching Asia by sailing west, Columbus struggled for years to gain support. Portugal rejected him. So did England and France. Finally, in 1492, the Spanish monarchs Ferdinand and Isabella agreed to fund his voyage, seeking wealth and a competitive edge against rival powers. The voyages, glory and infamy. First voyage, 1492 to 93. Columbus set sail with 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. On October 12th, he reached land, believing he had found islands near Asia. In truth, he had arrived in the Bahamas. His discovery reshaped global history. Second voyage, 1493 to 96. Columbus returned with 17 ships, hundreds of men, and a mission, colonization. Settlements were built in the Caribbean. So too began forced labor, violence, and the seeds of empire. Third voyage, 1498 to 1500. He reached South America, but faced unrest. Reports of brutality, mismanagement, and enslavement led to his arrest and removal as governor. Fourth voyage, 1502-04. Columbus searched in vain for a passage to Asia. Storms, shipwrecks, and dwindling support marked his final journey. He died in 1506, still convinced he had reached Asia, never realizing he had unveiled continents unknown to Europeans. The legacy debate, hero or villain. The hero's case. Columbus's voyages opened the path for global exploration, trade, and exchange. His daring challenged the limits of the known world, proving the Atlantic could be crossed. He sparked Europe's age of discovery, linking distant continents for the first time. The critic's case. Columbus's expeditions led directly to the enslavement, exploitation, and death of indigenous peoples. He imposed forced labor systems, seized land, and sanctioned brutality. His arrival triggered the Columbian Exchange, which brought new crops and animals, but also smallpox and measles that decimated native populations. He died wealthy but disgraced, stripped of titles after accusations of tyranny and cruelty. Global context, the Columbian Exchange. Columbus's voyages reshaped the world. They connected Europe, Africa, and the Americas in an exchange of goods, culture, and disease. From the Americas came maize, potatoes, tomatoes, and cacao, foods that transformed global diets. From Europe came horses, cattle, wheat, and technology. From Africa came enslaved people, beginning a centuries-long transatlantic slave trade. The world became more interconnected, but also more unequal, with indigenous populations suffering catastrophic losses. Did you know? Columbus never set foot in what is now the United States. His landfalls were in the Caribbean and South America. He insisted until his death that he had reached Asia, not a new world. His voyages were funded not only by Spain, but by Italian financiers. In 1992, the quincentennial of his first voyage sparked global debate, celebrated by some, condemned by others. Today, many U.S. states and cities replace Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day to honor those displaced by colonization. Sketch of the day. A weary navigator stands at the prow of the Santa Maria, lantern light flickering against his face. Ahead lies a dark horizon, unknown and infinite. Behind him, a cross-shaped flag flutters in the wind, symbol of conquest, faith, and empire. In his eyes, a mix of awe and ambition. Yet in the shadows below deck, chains clink softly, foretelling the suffering his journey would unleash. Final thoughts. Christopher Columbus remains one of history's most polarizing figures. To some, He is the daring sailor who bridged worlds and forever changed human destiny. To others, he is the architect of genocide and enslavement, the man whose voyages began centuries of oppression. So was Columbus the fearless explorer who brought continents together, or the ruthless colonizer who tore them apart? Perhaps he was both, a man whose courage and cruelty are forever bound in the tide of history. If this video made you see things from a new angle, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Hero or Villain, and share this video. Thanks for watching.